Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
What the hell is that?
That was Gary Busey, everybody. Wishing you a Merry Christmas.
Freaking love it.
Oh, man, that poor guy. Somebody said earlier, a couple people now have said he did not have a helmet on when he crashed his motorcycle. Yeah, so you know what?
He needs one now still.
Talk to doctors. Whenever I see somebody fly by on a motorcycle, I said, somebody might be getting a kidney tonight.
Yeah.
I don't care how good of a motorcycle rider you are. It's not you.
It's the other
It's
guys.
the others. It's the others.
Yeah, I see people on motorcycles on I-24, man, and I think, dude, you are crazy.
Yeah. It is true. I mean,
let the Darwinism work.
Let it work its magic. It's because think about it. I mean, when's the last time you were on a bike? When's the last time any of us were on a bike?
It's been a long time.
Get on a bike and pedaling. Like, whoa, what's going on here?
I want to say for me, it's been at least, well, okay, I'll say 2008 or 2009 because I remember that's when my son was like one year old and we put him in one of those little carriages, that we put behind my bike and we'd go on bike rides. But we stopped by 2009. So I'd say 2009 is the last time I've been on a bike.
Yeah, it is. I would say, actually, mine probably right around there as well. And before that, it was probably 20 years. No.
It's been 28.
Good God.
27.
That's it's just, and the motorcycle, it's crazy because like I said, it's not you. You could be the greatest in the world at it. And at some point in time, somebody's going to do something. Can we lane split here because in Arizona you can lane split. You can lane split in California. Can you do it here?
I'm not sure. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
I've never seen somebody on a Harley do it, though.
No. And everybody's like, well, but all the big gangsters, right? Well, you know what? The 1%ers, they ride in large groups when they go places. There's a lot of cars that give them a leeway. It's much different, though, when you're riding by yourself.
Yeah.
And even they'll talk about they get hit. Because people are idiots.
Well, they're not paying attention.
They're they're texting. Oh, no.
And there's no margin for error.
No. Zero margin for error. There is if you're in a car.
Right.
But not if you're in a motorcycle. And, 30 miles an hour falling off a motorcycle, at best, you're going to be bumped and bruised and you're going to have road rash and stuff like that. But that head hits the ground. You get one of those things. And the next thing you know, you're going, honk!
Yeah.
Honk!
Yeah.
So somebody said you can lane split. Oh, it's illegal here. So.
What is lane splitting?
So that's when everybody's in traffic and they ride in between the cars that are parked. So it's.
Yeah, like I said, I've never seen anybody on a Harley do that, but you see those, what do they call them, crotch rockets?
Crotch
Is that
rockets.
what they call them?
Yeah.
Yeah, those, they do it all the time.
They do. And it's
dangerous.
It is super dangerous. And you know what? I've seen people, because somebody just moves over a little bit and they'll hit somebody's, rear view mirror. It breaks off. They crash. It's just, no. Yeah, you'll have chapped ass if you fall over like that.
I think you're missing the real selling point here.
Yeah.
Is you don't want to end up sounding like Gary Busey.
Right.
Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, drugs didn't help along the way either.
No.
Because Gary did partake in a lot of things, and it wasn't just weed. So it wasn't just weed. Okay, so good afternoon. I'm a motorcycle safety rider, instructor. The answer to your question, it's not legal to split lanes in Tennessee at the present time. So another person just said, I quit riding my Harley when I saw my buddy get killed. So that's another person said, 2164. There's a saying, 2 types of riders, ones that have been down and ones that haven't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just a matter of, it's like helicopters. It's not if, but when.
Matt's a big bike rider.
Yeah, Matt has a Harley.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's.
But I never see him driving. He never talks about driving around in
No,
Nashville.
when he says it's like he goes on a ride,
He goes out in the country.
Then the country.
Yeah.
I've got some pictures he sent me of he and his brother going on a multi-state ride when he was on vacation. So it's not like, he's not riding that thing to work.
No. Because I've seen my dad rode Harleys his entire life, and he's still, you never get on a motorcycle. You're never going to get on a motorcycle. And I didn't. And because of soccer, I never, ever wanted to get on a motorcycle because I was always fearful of my legs, hurting my legs. But that was, even if I didn't, he was like, you're never going to ride a motorcycle. Ever.
Worst thing I ever saw was, where I grew up in East Texas, a lot of my friends had dirt bikes. And you could ride them all over the place there in Marshall, Texas. Well, this one friend of mine, he popped a wheelie, and he fell off the back of it going about, I want to say, at least 25, 30 miles per hour. He was bareback. He did not have a helmet, but he didn't hit his head. But what did happen is basically the skin on his back came off.
Oh! Well, you two saw that Instagram post I sent you in the group chat, right?
Which one?
The one
we sent a lot of stuff lately.
The one
guys.
of the woman riding on the.
We get a lot of these tiny little mopeds, and somebody's 800 pounds.
And the frame collapses.
Frame collapses. And they're in parts of the world where if they hit the little, and their cars are tiny, if they hit the car, they'd probably break it. That's not where we live. Mm-mm.
That's kind of like traffic in India. They have no traffic laws.
Yeah.
Everybody you just get to where you need to go.
So, man, some countries, Italy, I will tell you guys this right now. I drove in Italy a couple times. It is a world that is so different. There are very little laws. Bumping into people is not, it's not a big deal. They keep going. We're not swapping stuff.
Insurance?
No. And you know what else they have over there? When you get out in the country, they have pirates.
Really?
Yeah, they have pirates that'll chase your car down and try to steal stuff from you. And about 10 years ago, I think, maybe a little bit longer, there was an American family, and they ended up crashing. And the little boy, he ended up passing away. He donated his organs. His family had him and he became a national hero because they don't do that over there. That's not something they do. But yeah, they have pirates out in the, because that's where they think all the people coming out here are tourists because they want to see, they want to go to a winery or something. So they get the little Vespas. Hey, ciao.
You'd be putting pirates like that would be putting their lives in their own hands here in Tennessee.
Absolutely.
Because everybody's pretty much armed.
Yeah, everybody's healed. Go healed. We're talking about weed. Somebody said earlier, and I looked at if you get a medical marijuana card, I guess in Florida, you can't have a concealed carry. Why?
That's not a good trade-off.
No, it's not. By the way, first of all, it's a constitutional right. Somebody needs to challenge that.
Seems like.
Secondly, are you doing the same thing with somebody who's on opioids?
Or drinks?
Which one do you think going to draw quicker? Somebody who's drunk or somebody who's high?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I just don't get people cannot understand the concept that if you do an action, and not even necessarily getting stoned, but if you do an action that hurts somebody else, then you have violated their rights and deserve to be punished. It doesn't matter if you are negligent, intentional, weed, drugs. That is a step too far.
Yeah, that is a step too far. Well, I mean, they're always looking for something to do, but it's almost like because it's like anything. Here's the thing. The politicians, they get pious in certain situations. Like we were talking earlier about the adult situation with the masseuse. If you're over 18, just get on with it. You're an adult. Get on. Why does everybody have to be in your business? By the way, how did they catch somebody? Well, it's really weird that this cop went there 45 times before she says, I'm going to tell your wife. And then like, oh, now you're not. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. What do you think of those apples?
And there was a donut shop next door.
Next door. That's right. Free donuts at a... But the thought process of Like the wanting to punish somebody because you're doing something. You're going to have weed, so we're going to punish you because it's weed. How many of you cops out there listening right now are like, oh, yeah, I smoke whenever I can. Pious. Actually, we had a couple weeks ago, we were talking about weed for some reason. We had a pastor who said, yeah, I take gummies. Okay. Well, can you not,
Clearly, he's going to hell.
No, of course he is. Says so on the commercial.
Well, in Nashville, and Bill, you'll remember this, I'm pretty sure, but District Attorney General Glenn Funk has said he will not prosecute, like, just simple possession.
Yeah.
No, we shouldn't be.
Yeah, if you got a kilo or something, you're
you
going
got
to
something
jail.
If you're moving weight, right?
Exactly. You're pushing weight, then yes.
Yes. If you're moving weight, that is a different thing. So, but the reality of, how we've over prosecuted. Let's be real. They decimated the black community with weed and crack. Over prosecution. And they never got the big bad people. They always got the little people that were dealing small rocks to make a living or smoking it. And same thing with weed. It's just, and it's just enough. And the fact that Funk won't get funky with it, I like. That's pretty good. Just make it legal. Let's get on with our lives.
Like, how many issues have we had, with, like, prison overcrowding and that sort of thing? And how many people are in those prisons just for, like, simple weed possession?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's your third time, and we think you're a dealer. It's like...
And we found you with 2 joints instead of 1. You're obviously going to sell the other one.
Absolutely, man. Good God. It's so infuriating. It's like the common sense is not common. It's so, and the fact that now you're hearing politicians go, well, now that Trump says it's okay, what a bunch of wusses you are.
Yeah, you're spineless. You were spineless before, and you had to have somebody hold your hand for you to change your mind.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty easy to grow.
Yeah.
You just
have you met some of the people that grow weed? It's got to be kind of easy.
My cousin grew it, man. He had trees of it.
Yeah. There's a lot of people out there that you meet and you're like, man, you're kind of out there. And they're like, they grow that weed stuff good. They become like, hey, I'm a herbiculturalist. And by that, I mean herb. I got a green thumb.
Apparently, we're making fun of Christians and cops now.
Where? Where did I do that?
Second down.
See. Oh, here. So advocating for dope, making fun of Christians, and now making fun of cops. I never made fun of cops.
No.
Never once. What do you think? Cops don't drink and smoke? Hello. Christians. Yeah, you know what? I'm making fun of those people who BS all the time, judge you every second of the day, and then go home and do whatever it is that they do because for whatever reason, they're better. Those are pious people. They are. They are so, and we all know who they are because there are people out there that do that. That's why, just keep doing that. Several people said earlier today, the hypocrites who are at church telling you how bad weed is and it shouldn't be there, and they go and pop Xanax because they got it from their doctor.
That makes it okay.
Yeah, your drug dealer wears a white coat.
Just do whatever you want. Just don't hurt anyone else. And if you do, you're going to pay a price for that.
Yeah. That's it. Like anything.
Yeah.
Even if it's legal and you hurt somebody, you're going to pay a price for it. 100%. I'll make fun of cops. The best drugs I got were from cops. They gave me some cocaine. Uh-oh. Were they Venezuelans? So somebody said, God put the herb on earth. We should all partake. And what about the gummies? What about the vets that use it to help them?
PTSD.
PTSD.
Like that.
And and wait till you guys find out that they're giving them mushrooms and little doses of microdoses of LSD, and they think they're rewiring the brain in such a way to get them from PTSD to not having these thoughts. How awesome would that be? Well, we did a minute. You'd eliminate it because somebody's going to abuse it, so we can't have anybody do it. Well, that's not very good. All right, coming up, little Finally Friday sounds on this beautiful almost Christmas time. Is this our final Friday of the year? I think it is.
No. The next.
I won't be here. I'm off the next 2 Fridays.
Well, I thought you meant on the calendar year, but yeah, I think this is our last Friday of the year.
We'll come back. We'll do.
You're the one who took time off.
Well, I need to. I have so many shows. And I have to coordinate so everybody has the same coordination. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. We got flagged on the old YouTube. Did you see that? So if you go to YouTube, this is the following content may contain suicide or self-harm topics.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
changed
we're
the
talking
title,
about,
but I
Reiner.
guess it was too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about I put that in the title about the brown shooter.
Yeah. So I don't know. We have to make it about race.
He went to white.
Yeah, that's right. He did. So, we were talking. Well, you know what? It's a serious topic, and we should be able to talk about it without, YouTube does, because there's algorithms, there's AI that pick this stuff. There's a guy that is one of the biggest history professors. He gets flagged all the time because he'll talk about World War II and he'll mention Hitler.
Well, it's ridiculous that you're talking about one of the biggest social media platforms there is, and they don't want you talking about suicide, even if it's in the context of prevention. They are morons.
Yeah. And, it's like when you watch people that they try to get around it, like when they used to talk about the COVID shot, they'd try to get around it. Or when they talk about he unalived somebody with his pew, pew. Okay. We know what you mean. We know what you mean. We do. There's football on tonight. All right, Ken. I don't know if you're... Boomer Sooner against the Tide.
Yes, sir. Very nervous about this game.
Now, you guys are at home, right?
Yeah, it's in Norman, and I think it's going to be just like the regular season game with the Tide. Sooners are going to have to get some turnovers.
Sooners are going to have to get some too. Yeah, well, it's you got to keep it low score. You're not going to go and get into.
No, we cannot get into a shootout. I mean, I don't think we will with our defense. But one thing that our defense is going to have to do, we're going to have to force some turnovers. We're going to have to get the Tide.
Short field.
Yeah, short field, turn the ball over. Hopefully they make mistakes. That's what we got to have.
So these are the playoffs now. So
Yes,
this is what's so cool about this. So you get a home game in the playoffs. So Alabama, Oklahoma, that's going to be awesome.
Couple of blue bloods, baby.
Blue bloods. Then you've got Miami versus Texas A&M. That's going to be a good game. I think Texas A&M.
They could boat race Miami
Yeah, I
if
think
they're
so.
not careful.
Tulane versus Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is going to win that one.
Miss, yeah.
I think they're going to rally and win that one.
Yeah. The only thing is, without their coach, Lane Kiffin, who went to LSU, I mean, I don't know how that changes anything. I think definitely Ole Miss has the athletes that can handle Tulane.
Yeah, I think they'll. I think they'll win this game, but I don't think. I think this is as far as they go. And then the tomorrow you've got that's tomorrow's game, and then the one that interesting, Oregon versus James Madison.
That's going to be a bloodbath.
It is, but everybody just quiet about Oregon. Oregon's not saying anything.
Nope.
Not talking. They're just out there on the West Coast, right? Nobody's paying any attention, right? Their games are always later in the evening. That's why nobody ever sees anything. I think they're going to boat race James Madison. I think they're going to go out. I think they're going to go all the way and take on Ohio State again.
They've got the dudes to do it.
And you know who else? Same thing with Texas Tech, man. They're so good.
Yeah.
They got that defense is good.
They got a good defense.
Yes.
They've got a great defense. And just like Oklahoma, if they can cause some turnovers, they can be a problem.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting. I can't wait.
Georgia's one of those teams, they're just waiting. They're one of the top four. Georgia kicked everything into a higher gear here at the last half of this season, man.
Yeah.
They just they just went to another level.
They did. It's like every once in a while you wonder, like, can people turn stuff on? Like you go watch the great, the Jordan, Kobe and them, like the Lakers and the Bulls. There would be a time where they're down by 8, but you're just like, at some point they're going to turn it on and score 24 in a row. And they would. Georgia did that.
Yeah.
Every once in a while you got to get punched in the mouth and go, oh, yeah, okay, this is what we're supposed to do.
And then Indiana, they're just waiting too. I mean, number one team in the nation, 13-0, beat Ohio State, and they got the Heisman Trophy winning quarterback.
They do. I just feel like, though.
Just feel like it's going to be Ohio State and Oregon, huh?
I feel like, yeah, because I do. Because I just, I think Indiana's a great story, and the fact that what he's done there is a great story. That being said, I still feel like when push comes to shove, Ohio State's another one of those teams that can turn it on.
They've got dudes.
They've got dudes. They got a lot of guys playing on Sunday. And that's they got some dudes. It's going to be, I can't wait. This is I love the playoff format. We're old enough to remember when they used to vote on who was the national champion. You'd have to wait till Sunday night or Monday morning to find out. Yeah. And then there would be splits, like Colorado won the national championship, but so did this team. You're like, what?
Yeah, I think 1 year Michigan and Nebraska had to share it back in the 90s.
Which is crazy. Couldn't even imagine that today. Nebraska. People are like, Nebraska was good? Oh, yeah. Was it Tommy Frazier?
Yeah, this one was Scott, what was his last name? Scott Frost.
Oh, yeah, Scott Frost. Oh, yeah, the coach.
Scott Frost.
When he became the coach, and he's back
he became the coach, man.
Yeah.
Nebraska won 3 national titles in a row there in the 90s, man. They had dudes.
Switzer. Yeah, they had dudes.
They didn't have Switzer.
No, you know what? They had dudes.
They had Tom Landry.
They had Tom
Osborne.
Tom Osborne, but Switzer started the whole thing, and then Switzer went off to win a.
No, Switzer never coached at Nebraska.
No. He was at Oklahoma, then he went off to win. But Tom Osborne, that was back in the day when they were a blue blood.
Yeah,
and they would 85% of the game they'd be running the option.
Yeah.
They just ran the option all day.
Yeah, he was quoted as saying one time, and he was very, professorish. He said, football is a simple sport, really. You just knock the person down who is in front of you.
Well, it seems pretty simple. The problem, with boxing, like tonight, Jake Paul takes on Anthony Joshua.
Jake Paul? He's like the most popular boxer out there.
Yeah. Well, he has fought some good people, right? Like he fought the last guy he fought, who was the giant heavyweight, the Brit? He fought his little brother, who was the light heavyweight champ, I think, at one time. Anthony Joshua was a whole new game. Did you see him stand? Hey, let me tell you something about Jake Paul. For those of you guys who don't know, that dude's a bad athlete. They wrestled, him and his brother.
Yeah.
He's a big dude. And, you've heard the UFC guys have said they've come in and they've battled with him and wrestled with him, fought with him. They're bad. Anthony Joshua, whole nother game.
Nobody wants him, huh?
No. Nobody wants him.
Nobody wants to mess with him.
Yeah, no. I mean, and it's because the weigh-in, it was crazy to see how big he was. I mean, Jake Paul is a big dude. I mean, he's a big guy. He's not tiny. He's 6'1". Anthony Joshua looked like a monster standing next to him. Looked like a monster. And you're just like, ooh. But you know what Jake Paul's done? He's got people interested in boxing. People didn't care about boxing. Boxing went away. There was no big heavyweights anybody cared about. The ones that were great heavyweights, they're over in Eastern Europe or Europeans. Nobody's paying attention over here. And, boom. And, man, this is going to be interesting. Who was I watching the other day? They were asking, it was one of the big UFC fighters. They asked him, did you ever train with any boxers? And what was that like? And they said, they hit different. And he goes, oh, they hit way different. He goes, you're in the UFC, you hit, right? But these guys hit, they're jabbing, and you feel like you're going to get knocked out.
Right.
Because they hit different. Yeah. It feels much different.
Body blows.
It's a sweet science.
George Foreman's body blows on people, and Muhammad Ali, too.
Yeah.
I mean, those things, they add up over the course of the fight.
Roy Jones Jr., I forgot, he hit somebody. He did one of those things where he stepped to the left, came out, and he hit a guy right in the kidney. And it was one of those things where he took a step back, and the other guy, he stood there for a second, and then he just collapsed.
Yep.
And you're like, that guy's going to be peeing blood for a week. It's a tough way to earn a living, man.
It is, man. I mean, that's a crazy... UFC is a crazy sport, man.
Yeah, but UFC is a crazy sport, and it's fun, and it's like YouTube. Or boxing was one of those things where it became, it was a record player, but records are kind of hot again. But
right.
But why is it? It's because of somebody like Jake Paul, who's not a boxer, who boxes.
There's a video. You've probably seen this, and I can't remember the name of the fighter, but there's a video of I think he's either he's a famous boxer or a famous martial arts guy or mixed martial arts, and he's at a soccer game, I think, and there's a fan who's pissed off at him.
Yeah.
And the guy is like inviting him to fight. And the fight, he doesn't know who he is.
Oh.
And the fighter's friends are saying, don't do it, man. Just, it's not worth it. Let it go. And everybody's telling this guy, you don't want to do you know who this guy is? He's going to kill you if he takes your invitation.
Yeah. I mean, these
guys, you don't want to mess with these guys,
no,
man.
No, you don't. You don't. Somebody said, Chad, you finally hit stupid. Jake Paul's a joke and a fraud. Call him what you want. He's a hell of a promoter. And I guarantee you Anthony Joshua isn't going to get a bigger payday anytime soon. And the second thing is, he's an athlete. Don't ask me. Go look at all the people that talk about it. From the Rogans of the world to all the Gracies and stuff that have worked with him. He's a beast. And all the wrestlers, too, because he loves that wrestling stuff. He's a business guy.
Yeah, he's making money.
Yeah, I do think he's going to get hammered tonight. This Anthony Joshua's just a different dude.
But you know what? He's gonna laugh all the way to the bank, man.
Yeah. I wonder how much. What do you think he's going to make? How much do you think he'll make tonight?
I have no idea.
Well, he fought Tyson.
Yep.
Now Tyson was 83. He made $39 million off Tyson's fight.
Incredible.
Yeah. How much would Tyson have made?
Tyson made about the same. Yeah. So. Let's see here. And tonight, let's see here what he could make tonight. So tonight they are predicting, oh, are you kidding me? This is insane. Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua reportedly splitting the massive purse of $184 million, $92 million each potentially for both of them.
Incredible.
Call him a fraud. Call him what you want. You know what? Who wouldn't take that? Hell, you know what? I'll go fight tonight for $92 million.
What if you have to go at least 3 rounds, though?
I'll just run. You're going to try to cut it off?
I would too, man.
That's fine. So 3 rounds as in, you know what? I'm just going to go and I'm going to clinch.
Yeah, just cover up.
I'm covering up and I'm getting close. I'm going to try to get inside and I'm going to try to work your shins.
Yeah.
I'm going to climb on your shoulders and stay there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those kicks to the legs, man. Those things, like in the mixed martial arts, man, those things, they take people down.
They do. And you know what else? Have you ever, when they go, what is that, the Muay Thai? Those guys just, Jean-Claude Van Damme kicking the tree.
Yeah.
Because they build up all those calcium and it calcifies on your shin. Oh, crazy. All right, coming up, Matt, straight in. What? It is Friday. Oh, it's not Friday Eve. It's just regular old Friday. Chad Benson, Super Talk 99.7. All right. A good friend, Matt, was just telling me how much he wants Alabama to lose tonight.
I really do.
So
really. I'm probably not as much as Ken.
No.
But I really do want Alabama to lose.
I'm really surprised by that.
No offense to our good friend Johnny B, who is a Bama fan. The redheaded stranger is a Bama fan. But you know what? Y'all need to suffer some. So time to suffer.
It happened with me with the Lakers. It wasn't about the Lakers anymore. It was about the Laker fan. I couldn't stand Laker fan.
Yeah, I lived in Alabama for 20 years, and Alabama fans pretty tough. Pretty tough to live around. God bless them. I would drag them a little bit. I mean, I admit, I'd mess with them a little bit. Talk about, you drive through the trailer park and you see those $250 inflatables all day long. Yeah, it's beautiful. $250 elephant inflatables in the trailer park. They don't have a trailer skirt, but they got a $250 inflatable.
Their kids don't have formula, but the good news is roll tide.
I did this thing, and people got so mad. I mean, so mad. I did this thing where I pretended I had, it was from the University of, West Virginia or something. And I'd written it all out where, they did a statistical analysis of all of the SEC schools. This is before Oklahoma and Texas was in the SEC. So I got a statistical analysis of all of the SEC schools, and I've got some of the breakdown here. And guys, it's not even close. The percentage of fan base in trailer parks, Alabama with a bullet. Not even close. Man, oh man. They got I'm just, come on, guys. These are the jokes.
Get over it. Yeah, they take that seriously. They do. They get, what was it? Did somebody cut down? Was it Auburn fan that cut down the tree? Was it Alabama fan?
It was Alabama fan. So Auburn has a tradition, and I was down there during this time. And actually, Feinbaum, the guy called Paul Feinbaum's show, and he was in our building, still in our building at the time, but he was doing his national show. I think he was on, no, he might have been still local, or syndicated, just radio, not ESPN. But one way or the other, Harvey Updike, Auburn beat Alabama.
Yeah.
Auburn has a tradition. They have, it's called Toomer's Corners, where they have big, beautiful oak trees on the corner, and it's right across the street from Toomer's Drugs. It's right off campus. And their tradition is to roll the trees with toilet paper. And, you know, we can go into, I mean, it's been a longstanding tradition. They roll the trees. And Auburn beat Alabama, and he called in like a week and a half later and said, hey, just to let y'all know, y'all ain't going to be rolling those trees much anymore. And Paul's like, what? And he goes, I poisoned him. And Paul thought he was kidding.
Yeah.
Thought he was joking. Yeah, whatever, you poisoned him. He goes, no, I poisoned him. Oh, what'd you put on him? And he was like, you know, I'll get this wrong, but he's like, I put, you know, DC-10, radon, blah, 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 B, and they are 100% dead. And he was right. And he poisoned like 120-year-old oak trees.
And he got jail time for that.
Oh, 100% he got jail time. And the judge ordered that he could never go to an Alabama game again in his life.
Oh, that must have killed him. Tell you what, though, those guys in prison like, you know what I was going to do to you? Roll Tide. But the other guy's like, you know what I'm going to do to you? War Eagle.
I mean, it's insane. It's
Man,
insane.
that is, God, that's crazy. And did he call to confess it? You know why? Because he wanted
he wanted everybody to know.
Yeah.
He wanted everybody to know those trees are dead, and I did it. And you know, and speaking of dead, he's dead now. So
there you go.
There you go. Circle of life.
What are you talking about today?
All manner of important things.
Oh yeah, you didn't prep either.
I mean, it's a very important day.
Yeah, it's Epstein Day.
We are talking about that.
It's gonna be great.
These
Plus,
losers.
my name's on.
We can't get it done. Oh yeah, you can't get it done.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You can't get it done. Sadly, I kind of agree that government is so awful and inefficient, they probably couldn't get it done.
We fired everybody, so it's going to take a little longer. We
Whatever.
just put Pam Bondi and
I want to hear it.
we put Cash Patel on it, but he's on a podcast.
I think that's why Dan Bongino is leaving.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
I think it's why he's leaving. He's sick of it.
Absolutely. Smart. Understand that. All right, guys. Matt's here. We'll be back on Monday and Tuesday next week, and then it's holiday time.